side. Crimson has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. And now we get to see who will use it. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense will get the first swing of the game. Tennessee put the big into the big orange as they blew out Alabama the last time they met.
I mean, this rivalry meaning so much and Tennessee smashing the Crimson Tide last year has to do a lot for their confidence. And Palmer, you know the Crimson Tide having a year to stew on that will be a little bit upset.
Alabama was embarrassed last year. Fans, I feel like, have been talking about that game for a year leading up to this one, so they know they've got to be firing on all cylinders early in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. This one's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs. On this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Looking left. He makes a catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. It's a running room. Touchdown, Volunteer. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle. It's Averill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Quick completion to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. To the air, it's Russell. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose. And it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Vols are marching down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Unloads to the wideout. got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And the
football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He's going to lose a yard on that. the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They booted it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Oh, that will be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. The play-action fake. Gets it out fast. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have told the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the end.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he finds a hole in the defense. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. This guy's putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Power football with the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Overton. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Touchdown ball! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, if they can't block for me, I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Gibbs. He fires a bullet to the right. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Tennessee plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it again. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Makes the grab on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Gibbs. Unloads it downfield. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain climb. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
There he goes to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going, Jesse. Later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
Looking for space, it's Shaw. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just...
Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that one did not work. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slips a tackle. Did the work himself. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you get destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jefferson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. Get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
And no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Throw it again. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He might want another play. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? To the air on first down. Finds the big tight end. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.